What's up, superstars? Welcome back to Crypto Cornucopia, where you come for the latest crypto news, education, and a path to prosperity. I make these videos for beginners, so if there's anybody you know that wants to learn more about crypto, share the love and share the video. As you can see, I do hours of research on YouTube every single day, so you don't have to. I know you're busy, so set the video to 1.5 or 1.75 so you get through it quick. Use the links below for more information on what I bring or to sign up and get your journey started. Ask questions so I can help you learn, and watch out for the scammers down in the comments below. If it looks weird, it is weird. Here we go. It is November 30th, 2021, and it's good to be in crypto. Wanted to start off with the fact that I've been talking about this project Metis, which is a layer 2 solution that's using optimistic rollup, super fast, super cheap. And I went ahead and I moved my Metis over here and made a DAC. So I'm calling it Crypto Cornucopia, and you get 104% on it currently. So this is a good time to get in if that's something that you want to do. You already have a MetaMask, Ethereum wallet, and you can move either Ethereum or USDC over to Metis, and you can stake in this pool. So just want to let you guys know that I'm doing that. It's the first time I've ever done something like this. Super cool, and I really believe in this project. But not a whole lot of news. It looks like people are really grasping at, I don't know, the term straws, just to try to have something to talk about, because not a lot of news. The variant seems to be more contagious, and the symptoms aren't as bad. So I actually saw a post on Twitter that was pretty cool. So this is nature's vaccine, because if you're getting this, it's not as bad, and maybe it'll help boost your immune system. So what I want to do today, since there's not a lot of news going on out there, I want to show you what I do on a daily basis. Maybe it's something that you want to look into. Now, I always talk about all these different chains and where you can go to buy stuff and do things. And I just found this that I signed up for. I'm waiting for the KYC to go through. It's called Dharma, and you can take money from your bank and put it directly onto Polygon. And from Polygon, you can use this called AnySwap. And see, I already did something right there. Cool, pops right up. All right, so you can take something from Matic and move it over to ETH, which I wouldn't do. Gas fees are too high. But you can take something from Matic and take it over to Binance Smart Chain, FSN, Phantom, Heco, AVAX, and even XDAI down here. So that's what I've been doing. I've basically been taking the money that I have and just switching it over there. And all they charge is, I think it's like 90 cents or $1. So there's a little bit of time to go through it, but that's great. And I'm loving it. So just want to bring that to your attention. But let's go through what I do on a daily basis. As soon as I wake up, I have Blockfolio as an app, and you can get the app on any type of phone. And what's really cool about it is you can add tokens to the app. Let me see if they show any things here. All right, they don't go through anything, but essentially right here you can add something to the wallet. Now, they did have the buy and sell feature. That's not something that I use. All I do is I put the tokens that I have in there. You can put in the exact amount of tokens, and it will tell you what the price data is. The best thing about it is if you're trading at all and you want to know whether tokens gone down or if it's going up, then you can put in an alert on your phone. And then this little FTX symbol will pop up, and you know that something's happened, and either the token's going down or it's going up. But overall, what I like to do is take a look at what my biggest gainers are for the day, and it doesn't show it in this list, but there's a little tab at the top. You can just click on it, and it'll tell you what your largest holdings are, and then it'll progress down from there, or you can see what have been the biggest gainers from the day, and vice versa. You can see which is the worst as well. So great app. It's the first thing I do. I wake up in the morning, make sure that things aren't going crazy in the market, and I don't have to make any moves. From there, I'll come over to my computer where I'm using Token Metrics, and this is the best software I've used today. Now you can see this isn't updated, right? Because I haven't used it since this morning. This morning it was at 56,934 for Bitcoin, and what's it at now? Oh, great. Well, it's reloaded and actually is back down to 56,968. Last time I looked at it was at 50. 85, heading up to 59. So I'm going to check the news out, which is one of the other things that I do. But let's see if anything's updated here in Coin Market Cal. So you're seeing something alive here. Go over to the news. CoinMarketCal.com. They have great headlines here. Oh, I like Pangolin. That's over on, whoa. Pangolin partners with Olympus, becoming the first DEX on AVAX to launch a bonding program. Oh, wow. It's going to be huge for them. Ohm is a really good product that's been out over a year, and it's been able to sustain a 7,000% APY. So if you've put $100 in there for a year, it's turned into 7,000. That's amazing. Grayscale launches Solana Trust product. So Solana's probably pumping today. Let's see, 31 million stolen from Mono X on Polygon. Ooh, that sucks. Never heard of Mono X though. Coinbase to acquire crypto custody technology. All right. And this is all older news, nothing big. All right, let's go into, this is one of the bigger ones, CoinDesk. If something's happening with Bitcoin, it's really volatile right now. I'm actually looking at a chart right now. It jumped up to back up to 57. So this is old news. Celsius CFO arrested on charges tied to former job. Crypto.com, Sarah token dominating crypto markets. Yeah, but it's taking a tank right now. One of the guys that I'm going to show you next, Crown, is forecasting that through December he's probably going to go back down to 50 cents. So that's something I'm going to be watching for. All right, Bitcoin back on defensive as Moderna CEO warns of reduced vaccine efficacy. See, that just sounds like FUD to me, because a lot of news is coming out that this variant isn't that bad. It's contagious, yes, but the symptoms are much more mild than the previous ones. First mover Asia Bitcoin rebound continues into third day amid lessening Omicron fears. Exactly. So maybe that's what's going on. We have a lot of uncertainty in the market, and that creates volatility. Markets want stability. They don't want a lot of uncertainty. So maybe that's why the market's jumping up and down. Yeah, it's already back up to 57.4. So that's weird. You know what? Let me take a look at one of the things I check. That's not it. Here we go. Liquidations. All right, yeah. So we've had quite a few liquidations in the last 4 hours. Wow. So over the last 24 hours, there's been 372 million liquidations. In the last 4 hours, it's up 115. In the last hour, 44. So looks like, Bitcoin's leading the way, then Ethereum, and then it's all very small from there. So what might have happened was you had some type of liquidation just now, about 44 million. And that created a small cascading effect, which made a drop from about 58.5 down to what it is, 57.262. Well, when I started this stream, it was 56. So it's already being bought up. So it looks like just a little peak in the day. Welcome to crypto. All right, so let's get back to it. All right, so the first thing that I do is I take a look at, this is the analytics or the ratings of the tokens. Now, these are the best tokens that the AI is picking, and they're all market caps. This now has all tokens that are in it, which is great. That's why I decided to get back into it. And all right, cool. Meta Hero is in here. I'm into that one. That was the one I was talking about yesterday. Abigache is still there. Illuvium. Now, I'm not too bullish on Illuvium because they're built on Ethereum. That means that if you're going to have a game there, they're kind of banking that E 2.0 is going to be out and the fees are going to be low. So I'm thinking that maybe it's a good buy right now, but what is it up to now? It's already at 1 billion market cap. So if E 2.0 isn't out, I can't see this game. It's the first AAA rated game that's going to be out. I can't see it doing that well if the fees are going to be outrageous. I mean, these are supposed to be everyday people playing this game, not millionaires. All right, so Gala's still up there, and funny enough, I don't see Metis here anymore, so I just want to check that out.
essentially anything under 70 you want to watch out for. So let's go ahead and search it, because I'm curious, and it's one of the things that I do. You can go to a token individually, and okay, so it's been down about 10%. Yeah, it was 105 yesterday. Market cap still at 137. So again, this is something I'm just holding on to. I already took my profits out, so I'm just letting this one ride. And I don't look at the chart. Okay, so the daily TM grade now, it's still great. 86, weekly's 87, and monthly's 88. So that's extremely bullish. They're saying today it looks good. For the week, it looks better, and for the month, it looks even better than that. Now, that's all cool. That's if I'm curious about anything in particular. But what I really want to take a look at is what should I be trying to trade for the day? And okay, so I do not want low caps. I don't want to mess with that, so I'm taking that off. And I want KuCoin only because it's the only one that I really like to use. All right, so it is saying, well, Binance Coin, 30%, Axia, that is a low cap game. Aavegotchi, that's been showing up everywhere, so they're still bullish on that. Illuvium, and then Gala. All right, so these are ones that I would be taking a look at for the day, and I haven't been trading them. I did try for the first couple of days, and then we had a dip. So right now I'm just kind of paper trading and taking a look and watching them. So I go to my FTX, the blockfolio that I was showing you, and I put these tokens in, and then I just watch them for the day, and I see how they're doing for that 24 hours. So you can create as many portfolios as you want. So I have my main portfolio, and then every month that passes, I start a new portfolio because I don't switch all the trades in that app all the time. I just let it ride and see where it's at, and then the next month I put whatever I have currently at that time, and I watch it from there. But what you can do is create a portfolio specifically for this day. All right, so for the weekly, which is important for me to look at as well, Gala is still there, and Aavegotchi is still there. So basically what they're saying is Gala and Aavegotchi you can essentially get into today and then just watch it for the week, and whatever percentage you feel like getting, then that's something that you can put in KuCoin, you can put a limit order in there and then sell it whenever it gets there. And this for the month, it's very bullish on a lot of things. Now yesterday it was Bitcoin, and we don't see that anymore. It's Illuvium, Shiba is back in there, strong block, that's like an ohm fork. Track, Origin Trail, Krill, Binance Coin back in there, Polychain Monsters, obviously another game, Lossless, don't know it, and Solana's back in there. All right, so what I would do after this is, mainly I look at the daily and the weekly, not the monthly so much. And from here, I would go into Trade the Chain. And this is strictly sentiment analysis. Token metrics, they have TA, they have artificial intelligence, and they have sentiment. And that's how they score them. That's how they give them this grade that you see. All right, so then I'll go into Trade the Chain, and I'll take a look at what the daily sentiment is and what's the most bullish. Travala, Wanchan, yeah, Stack, still in that, baby. And then Uniswap, EOS, Bitcoin, Neo, Shiba in there. So Shiba essentially would be a good trade today, but it's already up. Yeah, 23%. So, not something I'm too psyched about. PancakeSwap I do love. Like, I call that a stable coin at $19. Unfortunately, there's no reason for it to be down to $14. So I bought more of it. And then you can go into PancakeSwap and then you can stake it at 90 or 86%. So if you go into, let's see, the pool on PancakeSwap.finance, auto cake right here. So it's a 78%. And what it does is it automatically, this is an APY because you can see right there is over a couple hours, they'll take whatever the amount of money or cake that you have in there, and they'll roll it back over. Okay, so if you just leave it in there for a year, essentially you make 77% if you don't touch it. I'll wait to forget up to, during this run, hopefully about 40, 60 bucks. But I'm just leaving it in there for now because I do believe it in the long term. All right, so that was Trade the Chain, and I didn't really see anything that was appealing to me. But then I look at the 1 hour projected range. So this number in the middle, there's a 90% chance it's going to go up high. And I don't get excited about any percentages that are lower than 5%. Every once in a while, you'll see a 5, 10%. And if, like, this looks like a pretty good one, Komodo. Essentially, they're saying there's no way that it's going to be less than that. So you can make a trade for 4% in the hour, but with slippage and the amount that you have to pay to make the trade, not really worth it. But every once in a while, you'll find something. And even more importantly, if I see anything from token metrics up here in the 1 hour projected range, boom, I'm in. I don't care. I don't care how, what this says. And if this is looking good for the day, I'll get into it immediately. All right, so from there, I like to take a look at the overall markets and what's going on. And I like the 4 charts because I get to pick my favorites. Phantom up today. Don't want to see that go under 190. I might just have to sell out of that. But if it does break through 230 today, then most likely it's going to 4. And that was from Crown. Luna's on a tear today. Bought back into that earlier this morning. And you have Metis doing okay, kind of range bound. But again, I'm waiting for that to break $2, and then that one can really take off. And then BTC, this shows 57.2. Yeah, so had a big start out the bottom, went up, and now it's coming back down a little bit. So a little range bound, but that's good for the rest of the market. It's basically, if Bitcoin's about stable, then the other tokens are going to do pretty well. Then after I look at all that, then I come to this guy. This guy is amazing. His name is called Eric Crown Crypto, and you'll just see his name as Crown. But what he'll do is, this video is 2 hours and 16 minutes long. He'll spend the first 10 to 15 minutes, actually first 10 minutes in the intro, first 10 to 15 minutes talking about Bitcoin and what's going on. Then after that, he takes questions on, there must be like 20 or 30 different tokens that are out there. So I'll listen to him on 2x speed and just rip through it, because a lot of stuff that he's saying I kind of understand, but not really. The most important thing is I'll slow it down if there's a token that I like R-Fuel. I've been into this for a very long time, and it's a low cap token that I thought could do very well, and nobody ever talks about it. So he's saying that there's a possibility that it could come up here, but he always talks about validations and invalidations. Now he thinks it can go up. It's on a nice uptrend. But if it doesn't go, it's validated if it goes above 7 cents. And if it comes back down below 0.058, then it's invalidated. That means it's going to break back down. And that's probably when I'll get out of it, because I've made some from here. And if it's going to break down from there, I might as well buy back in at some other time. And that's when I would go back to my Blockfolio FTX account and well, first of all, I'll put these alerts in there to know if it's going up or breaking down. And if it does break down, then I'll sell out of it, and then I'll get back into it because I'll put an alert back up at 0.05. If it comes back up after that, then I would start watching the chart again. All right, but that's essentially why I like watching him. He gives a great TA perspective, and he doesn't know anything about fundamental analysis. All he does is look at the charts. He doesn't even know a lot of the project's names and what they are. But that doesn't matter, because he's got so many. He's looking at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 different variables here. And he looks through each of them and tells you what the possibilities are. He's not telling you which way it's going to go. He's saying that it's possible, it's validated if it gets above a certain line, and it's most likely invalidated if it gets below, like I just explained. And he does that, again, for like 30 tokens. So if any of the tokens that I saw in token metrics or trade the chain, even if I see any news that came up, like Penguin, I'm surprised. Olympus is actually going up here today. I saw that go up. But anyways, a lot of times most of the time actually, news drives the price in this market. All right, so from there, that usually takes 2 hours, usually takes about a half of my day, because I've got another job that I do, but I spend a lot of that time in between listening to this to see if there's anything that I should know about for the day, because he's doing this analysis essentially for the day, and he does it every single day. So I try to get to it as soon as possible. From there, listen to other YouTube channels to try to bring any news that I see. I'll essentially take a screenshot and I'll make it into a video for the day. But there's something else that I want you to take a look at. Paul Barron Network. If you're not subscribed to his channel, get on it. I'll show you why. All right, so you can get into the Diamond Circle. I told you guys this yesterday. You can get to the Diamond Circle for free. They're going to be doing airdrops, and they give a lot of good analysis. And they created something called the CPI, the Crypto Performance Index. And I've been watching it for a few months now, and it's really accurate. So this one in particular is on sand, so it tells you what Sandbox is, the hazards / potential of what's going to be happening, and you can read through that if you want. But this is what I always look at. The sentiment has a rating for every single coin that they do, and then it has an amplification as well. If the amplification is more than the sentiment, then the CPI buy rating is very high, and 9.3 is actually the biggest one that I've ever seen. So I don't know if there's a date on this when they drop this. It doesn't say. But the point is that's. Oh, I thought they had a chart here too. Interesting. No, it's not there. Okay. But he shows this CPI, this analysis on a lot of different tokens in his YouTube channel. So I highly suggest you check it out. So if you go over, they did it for Avalanche. All right, so the amplification is not great. It's lower than the sentiment. It's still a buy rating, and this is what see right here. Okay, so this box is the area where they feel that it's going to be, and this was marked out months ago. Like they called this. All right, and this is what they have right now. So the amplification was high back here, and look, it pumped up. Now it's currently lower, so they expect some sideways action, but look what it's doing. It's moving up and to the right, and we're talking about, so it's not going to explode. You see the big movements when the amplification flips. That doesn't mean that it's not going to go up. It just means that there's not as much momentum to drive it very high, but it does have it going up and to the right, up into about 120, and that is until so this is an older chart. Okay, so this is, I didn't realize when they dropped this. So this is actually today. So they have it at 120. So let's just take a look. And, none of this is obviously a bit of science, but you never really know where things are going. So I like to watch and see what's going on. All right, so let's take a look at Sand. No, it's AVAX. That's right. So let's take a look at AVAX and Market Rebellion right now. Avalanche. Bring the big chart up. And okay, so it is, wow, look at that. 123. Oh, here's something else big. Okay, so this is called TD sequentials. Okay, you can have it on the chart, you cannot have it on the chart. I've got three things on here. A couple moving averages that in a bull trend they usually stay above. But right here, this TD sequential 2. That usually means that you have a pop up afterwards. Like there's a 2 here, pop up. A 2 here, pop up. A 2 here, pop up. Okay, it's not always. Here's another one. Didn't happen. Okay, but the volume, there's a lot of volume on AVAX right now. So that usually says that it's going to be going higher. So that was a bit of a tangent, but the point is, if we go back over to Paul Barron Network, again, I don't know when this dropped. Is there a date here? It doesn't say it. Oh, I guess we can go by this chart. So this was on the 18th of November. This was about 12 days ago. They called it to be up around 120. What is it today? 123. So my point is, follow this guy. Watch it. If there's a project that you like and it has momentum and they think that it's going to be doing well, then that's a possible entry point for you. All right. And from there, that is essentially everything. Yeah, I already told you guys about ZK Sync yesterday. They don't have a token yet. All you have to do is move some Ethereum over here. You have to pay the gas fees, but move some Ethereum over there, and most likely you'll get a token drop. There were some crazy amounts, not from them in particular, but other drops that have happened have been in the thousands of dollars. So, why not? Get your feet wet. Get in there. Get a MetaMask. put some Ethereum into it. Use Dharma. Let's see. Actually, I'm not sure if you can move from Polygon, but you still, anyway, Ethereum's on there. You can put some in there from your crypto.com or Voyager account. But anyway, you do have to take into account gas fees. So this is the other thing that I take a look at. ethgas.watch. Okay. This is the lowest I have seen gas fees in months. So in order for me to send something, there you go. It's almost double right now. When it was 86, was earlier this morning. It was about 4:45 a.m. I was up. Now, if you ever want to find out when the gas fees are low, you can put in your email and you can sign up to receive a notification when the price drops. So I've done that. I've done it for, by the way, I've never seen it below the 86 point. But so what I did was I put in my email and then I put in a gas price of 90. So when it drops below 90, I know it's a good time if I ever want to move money around from Ethereum. That's probably the best time it's going to happen. Usually it's early in the mornings. That's usually the best time because the more people that are using Ethereum, the higher the gas fees are going to be because people want to get in first. And as you can see, if you want to trade something, if it's slow transaction, that's the cheapest. And you can pay a little bit more to make it normal, and then pay more to make it fast, and then instant. All right. So, by the way, I don't think these fees are correct at all. It's way higher than that. But the point is that if you want a transaction to happen fast, then you're going to pay more for it. And then that puts this person in front of this person, in front of this person. And basically it causes congestion, which raises the amount of gas that it costs to do anything. That's just a little breakdown for that. All right, that is the video for today. That is what I do on a daily basis. I'm just constantly monitoring this and moving things around. If there's anything else, or if you have any questions, leave them below, and I'll see you guys tomorrow.